For your cheapest and most reliable place to buy your FC24 coins, check out mmoexp.com. Link is down in the description below. Use the code WOLF at the checkout for 5% off your order. Have you ever used a brand new formation, YouTube, that just completely blows your mind? Now, I have seen this formation doing the rounds on Twitter over the last few days. I think it might have even been since last week. And I thought, you know what? Let me use it to see if I like it. And I'm telling you right now, the 4-5-1-2 is an absolute game changer of a formation that you can use and is definitely meta. So check out trustdice.win. Link is down in the description below. You do also get daily bonuses just for logging in and have daily login rewards on the crypto bonus. You do have a live casino and a normal casino that you can check out. So if you do want to check out Trust Dice, link is down in the description below. Check it out. Before we get into the tactics, drop this video a like for me, drop a comment down below, and if you can hit that subscribe button to my channel, that would mean the world to me. So you are going to want to use balanced on the defensive style, definitely, especially when using a new formation that you haven't used before. I would stay well away from like a press after possession loss or a pressure on heavy touch. And also, if you do use them, they drain your stamina so much that I don't even see the uses and the effects, the good effects of even using them from the start anyway. Pressure on heavy touch is the one that I do think is semi-good, but at the same time, if you use it, your players are absolutely dead by half time. It's kind of pointless to use it. So that's why I'm using balanced on the defensive style. The defensive width, though, this is where I do put like a little bit of my own stamp on the 4-5-1-2. I personally think, having been using this formation, you are going to want to go quite narrow with this formation with the defensive width. So I've gone all the way down. Well, I say all the way down. It's not even that narrow. I've gone down to 43. Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. When you go quite narrow, you're really hard to break down. On the defensive width, basically, I want my left midfielder and my right midfielder to tuck nicely into my three central midfielders that we do have. It's a very good and effective way to defend, and I'm telling you now, if you use the 4-5-1-2 defensively, it is very hard to break down. I'm telling you, you are like a prime Jose Mourinho at the back, because you've only got one striker, and then you've got a flat 5 across the middle for your opponent to try and break down in the midfield line. It's very OP. So that's why I'm using 43 on the defensive width. The defensive depth, though, YouTube, you know what I'm going to say at this point. Yes, it is back, and it is still back right now. It is still working, and it is still effective. That is the 71 depth. Beautiful. The 71 depth, winning the ball back nice and high up the pitch. If any of you don't know what the 71 depth does, when you lose the ball, your team will automatically press and automatically offside trap. It is very OP and very broken. And instead of using a pressure on heavy touch where, like I said at the start of the video, your stamina gets drained a lot, if you use the 71 depth, it doesn't drain your stamina at all because the game is kind of glitched with the coding. It doesn't realize that you're using a pressure tactic. Very good. But if you are not interested in the 71 depth, YouTube, I would recommend 60 depth with the 4-5-1-2. Remember, like I just said, this formation is elite defensively, so you can afford to be a little bit more aggressive with your defensive line if you want to be. But for me, I am really liking that 71 depth. I absolutely love it. The build-up play on the offense is, of course, going to be balanced. This tactic is used for a balanced team that maintains this formation. Players will support and make runs when they think it's the right time to do so. I just really like that, YouTube. I think it's very effective. It's the best one you can use. Long ball's good, though, so maybe if you're struggling to create opportunities in the 4-5-1-2, maybe give that long ball a go. It is very good as well. But for me, I do just prefer balance, and the chance creation, of course, as well, is going to be direct passing. The balance of direct passing, your absolute bread and butter. I don't really like anything else other than balance and direct passing in terms of on the build-up play and chance creation. I'm just so used to it. It's what I love to use. The offensive width, this is where it has got a little bit interesting. I have gone a little bit more narrow in the 4-5-1-2, so I've gone down to 45. Basically, I want my left midfielder and my right midfielder to be more closer to my striker when they are making penetrating runs, so that's why I've gone with a little bit more of a narrow width. Players in the box, of course, is going to be 7. The more players that we have in the box, YouTube, the more likely we are to score a goal. Very simple when you break it down like that, believe you me. 2 corners and 2 free kicks. So custom tactic done. Let's get into the player instructions. But before we get into that, drop this video a like for me. That would mean the world to me. Now, the striker, you could probably guess what the striker is going to be on a Connor Woolf custom tactics video, even on a brand new formation like the 4-5-1-2. It is, of course, the stay central and get in behind. And one thing I will say actually, YouTube, is even though I use this player instructions on the striker on every single custom tactics video because that's what I think is the best thing to use on FC 24, I actually do think it's the best thing to use on the 4-5-1-2 as well, specifically because if you look at the 4-5-1-2 on your screen right now, we have the left midfielder and the right midfielder providing us that width on the left hand side. I want my striker to kind of just be in that central area of the pitch. I don't want my striker to be drifting wide. I did try drift wide because I know the person, I can't remember who released this tactics on Twitter, he actually has his striker on drift wide. I don't like it. I don't like it. And that's where the good and beautiful thing about custom tactics are. Everyone has their own little tweaks that they like to do to make it better for them. For example, you might be watching this video, you might copy it play for play, or you might look at something and go, no, actually I don't want that, and you put your own tweak on it, right? So I personally think the stay central and getting behind is so key on the striker, so that's why I use it. The left midfielder and the right midfielder are on exactly the same thing, YouTube. So come back on defense, cut inside, get in behind, and get into the box for cross. The comeback on defense just makes us more defensively solid. The cut inside, getting behind, and get into the box for cross are the key aspects of the left midfielder and the right midfielder. There's the left midfielder making that penetrating runs inwards. Beautiful. There's the right midfielder. Oh my god, we don't score. It's actually, I don't know how we haven't scored, but you see there the right midfielder and the left midfielder making them penetrating runs inwards. So key. Basically speaking, I want my left midfielder and my right midfielder to make them penetrating runs inwards towards my striker, making it very hard for my opponent to pick it up and mark it. It is so good. It's kind of like when I use a 4-3-3 or a 5-4-1 where I have the left midfielder and the right midfielder making them penetrating runs inwards. That's exactly the same with this formation, YouTube. That's what I want. You will notice straight away if you use this formation that your left midfielder and the right midfielder, if you use my custom tactics with it, will score a lot of goals for you. Believe you me. The right central midfielder and the left central midfielder are on exactly the same. So my right central midfielder is on get forward, get into the box for cross, and cover centre, and that is exactly the same on my left central midfielder as well. So get forward, get into the box for cross, and cover centre. They just give us more of an attacking outlet. They will get into the box for cross like it says. And there's my right central midfielder. So key. And that right there is why you have your right central midfielder and your left central midfielder on get forward and get into the box for cross. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. As my opponent is going to rage quit. And again, the central midfielders both on getting to the box for cross and get forward, giving us that attacking outlet. And then, of course, my striker staying in them central areas of the pitch. Love it. They will also get forward and they will cover the centre areas of the pitch. You will notice as well, like in a 4-3-2-1, your left central midfielder and your right central midfielder will actually score and create a lot of goal scoring opportunities for you. And it's exactly the same in this formation as well, especially when you see what we have the middle central midfielder on as well. Just trust me, it might seem quite attacking, and it is, but you don't really notice it because of how good defensively this formation is. There's certain formations that are so good defensively that you can really afford to be quite aggressive in the attacking transition and the attacking phase of the game. Because it is so good defensively, you know you're not going to give up many chances. This right here is one of them formations. The middle central midfielder, this player is like I say in all my videos, the traditional number 6, the ball winning midfielder, deep line playmaker, whatever you want to call it, the Rodri role, the Boubacar Kamara role, the Casemiro role, whatever role you want to call it, this is that player. So stay back while attacking and cover centre. This middle central midfielder will stay in the middle of the pitch, will not be interested in going forward at all, will win the ball back and give it to the better players. Very key. Probably the most underrated aspect of this formation is that middle central midfielder. I then personally, YouTube, play with my left back and my right back on stay back while attacking. So both my left back and my right back are on stay back while attacking. I don't attack with them at all. I don't really feel the need, so that's why I leave them both on stay back while attacking. Both of my centre backs are just on completely default settings as well. So stay back while attacking, normal interceptions, and stick to position. And then last but not least, my goalkeeper is on comes to crosses and super keeper. And that right there, YouTube, is a brand new formation, the 4-5-1-2 with the custom tactics. If you did enjoy this video, you know what to do. Drop it a like for me, drop a comment down below, and if you can hit that subscribe button to my channel, that would mean the world to me. Thank you for watching. Remember, spread the love and positivity. PMA, positive mental attitude. Peace out. One love.